So welcome to Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge. We are back in the humidor today. I am Rod.
And I'm Hayden. And today we are doing the Todos Las Dias by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. This is the Mas Fuerte. Translates to all the days, guys. This is a Nicaraguan Puro made in the Hoya factory. It is a 6x46 Lonsdale. And this is happens to be one of my favorite Vitolas. So
Awesome.
I'm so glad to be doing this.
So, right off the light,
Yep.
the draw on this thing is fantastic. Mm-hmm. So there's no pull.
I will mention we did V-cut as well.
Oh yeah, we did a V.
Yep.
So there's no pull on this at all. The draw on this thing is fantastic. So Steve Saka said this was for the workman, the hard-working, regular cigar smoking guy, and this was actually an accident that he was in the process of making one of his other cigars and blended this on accident.
Sure.
So fantastic cigar. But right off the get-go, what are you getting out of this?
When I just took my last draw, I was actually getting a savory flavor, almost like when you're smelling like a steak finished on the grill. And I know that's very weird to say, but sometimes you do pull these savory flavors out. You know, there's no cedar, there's no spice, there's not anything happening initially, but it is. I know it's going to open up because I've had this, and we'll talk about that. But
It's just
that
really
nice, easy draw.
Really easy,
Yep.
just nice on the palate, nice on the retrohale.
Yes, sir.
Nothing bitter. It's just right off the light. It's super fun to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's like some that anybody would just sit down and talk, talking to their buddies. I don't get to see. Is one of my closest friends. I don't get to see him very often because he moved to the other side of the state. Dick as he is, but. I always got to do what he's got to do, but I had to get him on camera today because I miss him, and I'm glad he's here. So thanks for coming, man.
Here, bro. Glad to be
But
here.
we're gonna smoke a little bit of this down, and we're gonna laugh and joke and cuss each other out, and we'll be back shortly.
Ready when you are.
I know. All right, we're good.
So we're about 25 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right, 30.
before we get into all the flavor stuff, we were talking about the sweetness that we get from the bourbon. Like when you're drinking a bourbon,
Yep.
that aftertaste, that sweetness that you get, that
Yep.
that mash bill.
Yep. The corn alcohol and the winter wheats
Yeah.
used that just leave that residual sweetness. Yeah.
So I am getting like the fresh cut sawdust,
Yep.
the hay or whatever you want to call it. But you're right that on the retro, that sweetness that you get
Yep.
after drinking a bourbon is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting the smoke draw on this thing is awesome.
Yo, it's been just a dream to draw, but yeah, I was getting like this chestnut flavor. You know what I mean? And that was like pretty forward until I did a retrohale, and then you said sawdust. And it was like, oh, okay. But that's when we talked about the residual sweetness. And
Right.
It's just like, when we're drinking like a wheated whiskey, like a Weller 107 or some of the other wheated offerings, Larceny or anything like that, it just leaves kind of like on the back of your palate. It just sits there, it stays, and it's like, oh, it does turn up into sweetness. It might burn like hell going
Yeah, a
down.
little bit, sure.
But it's just like, when you
That's the
retrohale this,
enjoyment.
it's going to burn too.
A little
But
bit.
It was just like, if bourbon came back and came into a cigar, I mean, we at least
know.
got one contender,
Well, it's funny because I do have customers and other people telling me, I dip my cigar in whatever bourbon or cognac or whatever.
Yeah, I've
I'm
heard
like,
guys
"Man,
do that.
I can't handle it.
No, man,
handle it.
I don't know. It's almost sacrilege.
I
you
agree.
know what I mean?
I agree. You can't do that to a good cigar, right?
And you can't do that to a good whiskey. I like them together, but don't touch them.
All right,
You know what
I
mean?
agree. No,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, they will meld after I take a drink from
Now,
taking
if it
a
was legal for us to be drinking some bourbon while we're doing this here in the shop, 100%.
100%. Yeah, I'm in. That's not a hard sell.
That's why we have to do a couple of reviews at the house so we can do that.
Yeah.
know?
Hey, well,
But we're going to smoke this down a little bit more, about another 20 minutes or so, and
Yeah.
then we'll come back and discuss some more with you guys. Thanks for stopping by, Baxter. So we've we've been smoking this thing like harsh, like heavy down, talking about this. First of all, I want to say thanks again to Hayden for gracing us with his his presence.
Always stoked to be here, bro. Always.
I think Saka outdid himself again. I haven't smoked a bad cigar from Saka. I mean, we've been talking about this for about an hour or so now, and I'm really enjoying this. For the working man cigar, this thing is turned into a lot more than I expected. This is actually the first time I've smoked this cigar, which is unusual because I smoke everything in the humidor. But is the complexity and how it's ramped up.
Right.
I'm still getting, that I don't know what you would call like a sawdust taste on the back. That sweetness is still there. It's ramped up. I've got a little bit of pepper
Yep.
on the back side, and it went from a medium to a hello. I'm kicking your ass right now. It's
I had a feeling that was gonna happen too, because that's exactly what happened the first time that I got a hold of this thing.
right on.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. How about you?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think everything stayed the same. The only difference, white pepper changed to black, and I think that's what woke it up. And now that it's getting hot and getting a little shorter, it's great. But like you said, the working man cigar, to me, this is not just the working man cigar. This is something that like you're gonna sit down and look forward to at the end of a long week and be really jazzed about it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're gonna go smoke whatever. You know what I mean? No, you should be excited about this one because it's great. So.
I agree. Listen, this is definitely not something that you wanna smoke for a first time.
No, I'm also on an empty stomach, mind you. So.
Oh yeah,
We're doing
right.
okay. We're doing
right
okay.
on. Yeah. I mean, we got pizza in the back, so so we can eat something
All right.
afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not your average bear either, so
No.
No.
Not at all, huh?
Well.
You got your workout in this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Fitness, man.
I actually
Gotta stay healthy.
thought the wife was going to stop by. I guess she decided against.
Yeah. Well,
She was going to stop by and see us. I don't know. I guess we're too good for her.
It's like the neck and controls the head analogy,
Yeah.
right? I'm just the head in this situation, so.
So is she going to stop by? I don't know if she's going to or not, but anyways, as far as the cigar, it's turned out to be a powerhouse. It's turned out to be a fantastic cigar. I've really enjoyed.
Oh, hello.
There she is. Nice for you to grace us with your presence.
I'll try what you smoking there.
That's the
30 seconds of tasting notes, go.
30 seconds of tasting notes. Oh,
A keyword.
very powerful. It's
Fair enough.
It's pretty strong on my
Yeah.
palate, and
Yep.
And
So-
what else?
gosh, yeah.
You can take a minute.
I'm
You
like,
can take
wait
a
a
minute. It's
minute,
okay.
let me-
This is the new
This is on the
Mas
spot.
Fuerte from Dunbarton, Steve Saka.
I believe this was released in 2018.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got a sweetness to it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
we've
not-
been
Boom.
talking about.
I'm
The,
not good- it's
We're
got
not
that
crazy.
sweetness, and,
well, I wouldn't say that.
No.
but it's a sweet pepper. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a sweet pepper.
Zinger.
So maybe like an orange or a red pepper that I get to it. Like the
Orange
actual-
pepper. I've never heard of that.
The peppers.
Where-
Come on.
Does anybody know in the comments? Let us know where they can find orange or red pepper.
Like a green pepper. You
Okay.
got black, but it reminds me of an orange pepper. So it's got that spice, but that sweetness to it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were just talking about. So, thanks for
awesome.
your input. I appreciate that.
I'll let you guys do it.
Perfect.
Thanks for stopping by. So again, we are at Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge, 1086 North Irish Road in Davison, Michigan. Again, thanks again, Hayden, for stopping by.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
And my wife Amanda, and I'm Rod. So again, thanks for stopping by and enjoying us. Please come and check us out.
Give them a visit, guys. I
yeah.
mean, if you're in the Michigan area, this is the place to be if you're outside of Metro Detroit.
Yeah, we're
Anywhere north
hopping.
of, make the trip.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got a full humidor, stuff you can try. We got the full line of Dunbarton, Steve Saka. So
Right. You're one of my best friends, but you have an amazing humidor. I mean, let's
Well, thank you.
Let's say what it is. You know what I mean?
we do okay.
There's gonna be something you're gonna get excited about in here.
Definitely.
And that's worth the stop. So
So thanks again for coming by. Have a great day.
see ya.